watching the best. Fox 10 News at 5.
Right now at 5, major closures making a big impact on those weekend plans. What you need to know if you're headed out this Saturday night.
We have new video tonight. It shows the devastation after Hurricane Helene. We look at the aid pouring in to help.
And our Extreme Valley heat may be breaking records, but now the Arizona Cardinals are bringing that heat with them. Why their game tomorrow could break some NFL records even before kickoff.
But first at 5, a news alert tonight out of Queen Valley, east of Mesa. Residents there are on set evacuation status tonight. That means they should be ready to leave home at any moment. The Whitlow fire has burned more than 100 acres out that way north of Hewitt Station near Comet Peak. Firefighters are battling the flames from the ground and in the air. We will bring you updates as they come in.
Also new at 5, FEMA funds are now available to help the San Carlos Apache tribe recover from the Watch Fire back in July. President Joe Biden just approved a major disaster declaration for the fire, which destroyed dozens of homes. The money can be used for temporary housing, home repairs, and low-cost loans for uninsured property losses to help people rebuild.
Several people are in custody tonight after a man is hit and killed by a pickup truck. It happened overnight in North Phoenix near 35th Avenue and Union Hills. Police say there was gunfire before the truck hit the victim. Officers found the man lying on the pavement at a gas station. He died at the hospital. It's unclear what led up to the violence or how many people are behind bars. A man is recovering tonight after being shot while driving his car, and the shooter is still on the loose.
It happened overnight near 107th Avenue in Camelback. Fox 10's Nicole Christine is live with the very latest for us. Nicole?
Yeah, good afternoon, Brian and Ashley. As you mentioned, it was here along Camelback Road. We've actually come to the intersection where they closed off the road earlier today. As you mentioned, this man was just driving around 5:30 this morning. He was driving west and he was shot at. Now, what we know is that he then walked a couple of miles west, drove a couple miles west to a clinic where he walked in with gunshot wounds to his hands. That was near Camelback and Dysart Road. Police say it was the driver of another vehicle who fired multiple shots at the victim before driving off. The shooting, as I mentioned, closed off part of Camelback Road for a period of time this morning. Traffic was being diverted through a nearby neighborhood. The man who was shot has not been identified at this time, and there have not been any suspects detained by Phoenix police, although they do say that this investigation is ongoing. We'll continue to follow any updates that we may get in this case. For now, reporting in West Phoenix, Nicole Christine, Fox 10 News.
All right, thank you, Nicole. One person is dead, 2 others in the hospital following a crash early this morning on the US 60th near Dove Valley Road in Whitman. We are told 2 vehicles were involved in this crash. Troopers are looking into what may have caused it. We'll let you know on air and online once we learn more.
It's easy to forget it is fall and fall break is here for many students. But for families looking for a quick trip out of the valley, there are a few road closures that may get in the way.
ADOT has closures planned all weekend. Fox 10's Anita Roman breaks it all down for you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Anita Roman with your weekend traffic report. Several closures and changes you need to know about. Let's start with the I-10 westbound lanes. This will close 9 p.m. Friday all the way through 4 a.m. Monday from US 60 to the I-17 split. I-10 eastbound will be closed US 60 to Loop 202 10 p.m. Friday all the way through 4 a.m. Monday. I-17 southbound will be narrowed. Make sure you follow those ADOT detour signs all the way from Carefree Highway to Loop 303. 9 p.m. Friday through 5 a.m. Monday morning. Loop 101 westbound. This will be closed all the way from 51st to 75th Avenues. That begins 10 p.m. Friday all the way through 5 a.m. Monday morning. Frank Lloyd Wright will be closed both directions at Loop 101 9 p.m. Friday through 5 a.m. Monday morning. State Route 143, the southbound lanes will be closed. Loop 202 to I-10 10 p.m. Friday all the way through 4 a.m. Monday. We're not done yet. Loop 202 will be narrowed both directions at Lindsay Road and at the Loop 202 10 p.m. Friday through 5 a.m. Monday morning. A lot to take in. If you missed anything, if you have any questions, all you have to do is scan that QR code right there on your screen. All the information will be there for you. Have a fantastic and safe weekend.
Another new tropical storm is heading toward the U.S. tonight. Milton is growing in size and strength in the Gulf of Mexico. Currently 220 miles northwest of Veracruz, Mexico, with sustained winds of about 40 miles an hour. But it's expected to slam Florida's west coast sometime next week as an intense hurricane, and flooding is a major concern.
Meantime, new video shows the devastation left behind as crews continue to clean up following Hurricane Helene. The storm slammed the southeast, killing hundreds and caused billions of dollars in damage in the Appalachian Mountains in North Carolina, Virginia, and Georgia. Some areas are still not accessible by roads. Officials and Good Samaritans have started using mules to bring supplies to people who are stranded.
The death toll from Helene continues to climb, now at more than 230 people, the deadliest hurricane to hit the U.S. since Katrina in 2006.
But as crews clean up and try to help those who lost everything, they say they are also having to combat misinformation. Fox News correspondent C.B. Cotton has more.
As rescue operations continue on the ground in the southeast, officials are working to not just clear debris and look for survivors. They're also separating fact from fiction amid rumors and misinformation that have spread online in the aftermath of the storm. Officials say former President Donald Trump is among those amplifying false claims. He's accused the federal government of withholding aid from Republican areas and claimed without evidence that relief money is being diverted elsewhere.
$1 billion was stolen from FEMA to use illegal migrants, many of whom are criminals, to come into our country.
The problem getting so out of hand, FEMA launching a rumor response page on its website, addressing that claim and many others. Administrator Deanna Criswell says it's slowing down critical work.
We have resources for individuals. We want them to apply for assistance. This level of misinformation creates this scenario where they won't even come to us.
Elected leaders from both parties are trying to set the record straight. Republican State Senator Kevin Corbin posting to his Facebook page this week, addressing some of the conspiracy theories while writing in part, quote, "Please help stop this junk. It's a distraction to people trying to do their job." The American Red Cross also tackling rumors, writing on X that misinformation, quote, "disrupts our ability to deliver critical aid and affects the disaster workers who have put their own lives on hold to assist those in need." Right now, FEMA has about $20 billion on hand to provide assistance. Congress may need to approve more to get the job done. Reporting in New York, C.B. Cotton, Fox News.
Arizona is doing its part to help out. Volunteers are about to start the long journey to North Carolina. They're driving a semi-truck filled with donations. This truck is currently parked outside of Food City in Casa Grande. They're hoping to fill up the truck with donations and leave by tomorrow around noon. A cry for help from the Arizona Humane Society. They estimate 22,000 animals will be brought to the center this year, and they're already bursting at the seams. This week, officials reopened the Sunny Slope location. It'll be used as kennel space to help sick, injured, and abused animals. The shelter says it's seen a 25% increase in calls from cruelty to surrendering a pet. Free adoptions are available through tomorrow.
Summer not coming to a close anytime soon in the valley. The National Weather Service says we are expecting more record temperatures this weekend. They sent out this reminder that we all need to drink plenty of water, wear loose-fitting clothing outdoors, and spend as much time as you can in front of the AC. For those of you who go out hiking, remember to leave early and turn around once you have used half of your water. Firefighters confirming today they had to rescue a woman experiencing heat exhaustion symptoms on Tom Thumb Mountain in Scottsdale.
The Cardinals are taking the Arizona Heat with them when they face the San Francisco 49ers tomorrow. The teams face off at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, and if the predictions are right, it'll be the hottest game ever played at the stadium, possibly reaching into the mid or upper 90s. That may sound relatively cool to us here in the Valley, but many people living in the Bay Area aren't used to that kind of thing, and they're tired of it.
It's October. I'm tired of summer. I want it to be cold. I want to decorate for Halloween and not feel like I'm supposed to be decorating for 4th of July. It's hot. It's enough. I'm done.
The record heat for a game at Levi's Stadium, by the way, is 87 degrees. Busy day on the campaign trail, just a month until the election now. We're going to be joined by former President Trump press secretary in just a bit, why she's endorsing Vice President Harris.
And how 2 Arizona universities are working on ways to grow trees using less water. Details coming up.
And this record heat can't last forever, right? Can it? We'll find out after the break.